The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3, and take some momentum into the locker room. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Jackson back into his end zone. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Pickett sets up play action. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And he'll be brought down at the 27. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Calais Campbell. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. They have pressure coming, and they got him once again. dropping him for the second straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Warren. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Yeah, on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Boswell's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
From the 22, Jackson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On third down, Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First and 10, here's Pickett. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Pickett back to the air on second down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That was a good play. An incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Going for it on fourth down. Here's Pickett. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Crochet. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Play action. It's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game. So the Steelers with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Pickett. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Pickett back to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Throwing, Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Underway here in Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
A give running right, Etienne.
Oh, nice move. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Straight ahead, Etienne.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
A slant to Jones.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Trevor Lawrence with a hook up to Marvin Jones. And the Jaguars are on the board first here in Vegas. Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And some room to roam now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now a play fake. Carr. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They give him a gain of 38. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Carr. And his pass incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
One quarter down, 8-0 the score. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. They'll try the jet sweep with Kirk. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They go play action now. Lawrence. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Jones has it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. Yeah, this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. 4th down. Here's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So they go for it on 4th and goal, hoping to get 6, and it's 6 the other way.
If hindsight is 20/20, they would have gone ahead and kicked the field goal, but by being aggressive,
and now they're going to fake it. Stidham hit, and he lost it, and the Raiders have recovered.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Lawrence. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
This complete to Jones. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence flush to his right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
His throw incomplete.
Well, every point points certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
From the gun, it's Carr. Forced out to it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. They fake the handoff. Now Carr steps away. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively virtually. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown! Zay Jones, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing his car on third down. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Play clock down at 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And his throw here is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now it's Boulder. Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs, rolling to his left.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 14 yards. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr gonna throw. Flushed out right. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Carr now on 1st down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down. But he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try and run it. This is Bolden. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Bolden, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders have taken a fourth quarter lead.
There it is, partner. You see it. 4 fingers. What does that mean?
4 fingers. That signifies the fourth quarter's here.
That's right. Who's going to dominate? Usually both teams are holding them up. We own the fourth quarter, what we found out so far. 2 touchdowns in here, and now they've taken the lead.
Yeah, second one putting them in front. You know what I see on the other sideline, though? It seems like they've tensed up, had that lead. They were playing not to lose it, and they've lost it.
That's a great observation. When you play not to lose, you usually don't win.
Now, though, they'll have the opportunity to respond. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Now Lawrence to throw.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 68 yards.
And the Jags use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still.
And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. It'll buy some time right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
On third and goal, Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Zay Jones.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jaguars tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter.
He's got a man. Complete. The 30. 10. 5. Touchdown. Jaguars. Christian Kirk with his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
On the move to his left.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Here's Lawrence.
Flush to his right.
Lawrence hit, and the ball is free.
And the Raiders pick it up.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, though, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit to just try and get an extra yard or 2.
Looking deep for Adams. And now here is another interception. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Throwing again on second down. Lawrence looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Raiders come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life.